Reminder, we are 25 away from the dance party. The drunk firework dance party. She's gonna get you. You said hi to someone who you didn't think was here. I saw you say hi to her. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Thank you. It's too much. Y'all bitches need Gucci. I need watermelon. My watermelon aviators. That's how I'm gonna beat someone's ass like this. I'm gonna Hulk smash him. Is there a leak in this? I hear air coming out the mouth. Woochie. Not Woochie.
So, here we are back with the BBU. The content train never ends. What else can I say? So we're starting with the Gemini who was celebrating the BBU, the return of Becky Booby. First thing first, given prophecy, he was the only one probably holding things down. I think currently, I believe he's the only one that is the only member, host, whatever. The BBU left, so hey, you can't deny he has loyalty. He has loyalty, but like, let's talk about this real fast. I think a lot of people hate on him for him being loyal to Becky, even though he got screwed over. It is what it is. There's not much you can do about it, and he made his bet, and I think he's just gonna stick through it no matter what. Maybe some people may not like it, some people do like it, and maybe some people understand it. It's not really my place to say otherwise. It's maybe just because I look at this and be like, he's loyal to a fault. Can you blame him? No. Is he an opportunist? Yes, but what are those two things maybe considered conflicting? I'll let you guys decide whether or not his loyalty maybe is conflicting with his opportunist or his opportunist. I'll let you guys decide on that one. Because if he was much more an opportunist, he probably should have taken that offer with Keemstar. So in my eyes, he's a lot more loyal than an opportunist. But today, there's nothing wrong with either or both. But we gotta move on to the main meat and potato of this, because not only I'm covering Becky's return stream, but I'm also covering Savage respond to Becky's return stream, because holy shit, a lot happened.
It too. So once he got me back in his clutches, it was like a game of cat and mouse, and he saw an easy way to backstab me, and he took it at the expense of everything long-term we had planned. He could not resist trying to take me out, and so he did. He tried. But you know how what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, it certainly plunged me into the most horrific of depressions that I've been in a long time. That's why I had to take some time away. Very, very difficult dealing with that level of betrayal from so many people around me, because it wasn't just Keem, as you guys know. It was Savage, and it was also Roxy. Vixie, if you are listening, this is the part you will probably want to listen to before you decide to go off and do this interview on Roxy. Because, by the way, she hates you. Just so you know, in case she didn't tell you that. She hates the fact that I put your stream before an overnight stream she had to do one day, and that's why she didn't want to do her stream, and she quit that night. Wasn't because she quit the stream that night. Wasn't because her husband was sick. He was never sick when she was out with her sisters or overnight at her sisters. She was only ever sick during Queen Supreme. Or during late night with Savage and Roxy, anything that they didn't want to do with me. That's when he was sick. Also, the man that she said she would never disrespect him again by going back to work for Keemstar. She said, I have a clip of this I could play. She said she would rather chop off her tits than go work for Keemstar again. Well, Roxy, you about to have no breasts, girl. Where them scissors at? Where they at? Because you were lying the whole time. You lied to me the entire time. Let me go into the next juicy part. Keem hinted at this on his stream today. He doesn't know anything, but he was smart enough to figure it out. Keem said, oh, it's funny. It's the first. It's payday over here. I wonder who in the BBU is getting paid, because I know everybody over here in the LCU is getting paid. Actually, no, Keem, you didn't pay Roxy. You ripped her off from her last month's payment because you got her a computer. So you just called her and told her, hey, I don't feel like paying you. And like the dumbass she is, she was like, okay. But then she came to me begging to be paid early. Well, guess what, Roxy? I talked to my lawyer. You're not getting paid. And it's because of your own decisions all the way up until yesterday. Who was on LolCow Live yesterday but Roxy? Who entered into a work contract with me under false pretenses because she lied about her relationship with Keemstar? Who lied to me the entire time she was here? Roxy. Do you know what that's called, Roxy? It's called fraud. It's called fraud. And you know what? I don't pay people who try to defraud me. Savage, that goes for you too. You're not even due for another month, but you were stupid enough to be laughing.
So, a lot to unpack is. A lot to unpack is. With the return of Becky, did she take accountability? Not really. She tried to use, Keemstar betrayed me. You betrayed your fans. So, by that logic, it would even out. Okay? And then she gets into the whole payment thing. And oh boy, I don't know how many times I've said this in my streams or in my video. You don't mess with people money. You never mess with people money, right? Because when you mess with people money, they act extremely erratic, right? Life lesson: if you wanna, for anybody who wants to be a business owner or collaborate with other people, and you're gonna split, never mess with people money. It's a reminder: never mess with their money, because people do not respond well when you mess with their money. And if you're not aware, did she pay Roxy and did Becky end up paying both Roxy and Savage? Yes, only after Keemstar got involved. But we'll get into that when we get into that. Not only did she was throwing shade at Ivixie because of the whole stream, basically telling her and even straight up saying, I demanded you to take down your own stream, even though Ivixie's show, or it's Ivixie's channel, that's her own separate stream, not related. But you know what I mean, right? If you know what I'm trying to apply, you know what I'm trying to apply. So to me, it's just like, why are you acting like this? You're not that guy, right? You're not that. Isn't the whole point of the BBU to be everything that isn't the LCU? So you're acting like the LCU now? And then apparently, as if Savage or Roxy wasn't going to get paid, or Roxy was going to sue Becky. And I'll be real with you, I don't think Becky has the money to win a lawsuit against Roxy. Because whether or not Roxy is telling the truth about the money she's making or not, I have a good feeling that she's smart enough to have a good lawyer on hand. Because if her husband is a businessman, I would not be surprised if they have a couple of lawyers on hand they can just go to. Or if anything, I wouldn't be too surprised if Roxy is friends with many lawyers in her area. Don't be too surprised if that's the case. And I guess it's, life lesson. It's always good to have a lawyer on hand that you can trust. Always, just remember when I say that. Always have a good lawyer on hand. Do I think if they were going to court, who would have won? Honestly, it probably would have been Roxy. I'm not gonna lie. I think Roxy would have probably won. Because the whole fraud thing is not gonna hold up in court. No one's gonna care about YouTube drama bullshit. Most lawyers are gonna look at you and laugh at you. But when money is involved, then that's a different thing. I mean, Keemstar has a better ground of winning a lawsuit against Becky, actually. So in my eyes, it's you're setting yourself up for much more failure. And if I was in this situation, I just would have just paid them. It's here's your money. That's it. Let's not talk to each other for a while and just move on. Rather than trying to drag this out into long. And I think that's what it is. I think she sees the drama. She sees, how a shark can smell blood in the water. That's basically what she's trying to do. Getting all the sharks to come after her so she can cry wolf. To be fair, she was the one who I gotta be careful I say this on YouTube. She was the one to, Minecraft her hands so the blood will go into the water so the sharks can go. So she basically self-afflicted herself to get some type of sympathy and drama. And I think a lot of people are like kind of disgusted by it. Because I was watching this while watching Ruby and Ava and their coverage on this. Because I may actually have to cover on that. We'll wait and see.
Besides Savage, that was the biggest betrayal of all. I haven't even processed the betrayal. I'm just utterly numb to it. Like, it just put me like fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. I was in full on freeze mode. HR Edens, thank you. I got you. It really shocked me that Mike set this whole thing up. I always thought you and Mike had a good friendship. We did. Keem doesn't shock me at all. I didn't see it coming. I cannot believe that all it took was for Keem to say the word and Mike totally backstabbed me. On top of it, I was one of the only women publicly standing by his side after all his domestic violence claims, after the phone call. This ties back to something I said earlier in the stream where somebody said, it might have been Lebrowski, somebody said either you didn't see it or you didn't want to see it. And I think that's the case with Mike. I've said it a couple times of how I didn't want to see it after that call. It still makes me want to cry. I still have a very hard time processing that that's the kind of person he is, especially because he had never wronged me in any way. Now that I see that side of him, luckily I don't have to work with him, so I don't have to reevaluate. But as far as the door for Keem and Mike, that's closed permanently. Mike is blocked. He's blocked everywhere. JC, there has been a lot of mental abuse going on here. Ron, thank you. Oh, huge ass. Amazing. Oh, she didn't tell me that. The VTuber agreed to an interview in the LCU next week. It was announced on test today. Oh. I mean, Vixie, I can't believe that. Vixie, do you realize that the entire reason that Roxy and Savage are not getting paid is because of fraud and misrepresentation? Do you not see what you're doing right now, Vixie? Why would you agree to that? Don't you see the chat? Literally, Appa is like, why would you agree to that? Oh my God. Because apparently she doesn't care. She didn't feel valued, so now she wants to publicly hurt me. That's great, Vixie.
Vixie's getting a lot of shades. She's getting a lot of strays. I mean, you can just tell that Becky is doing what she can to just drum up people to talk about her. And it just kind of comes off as just kind of pathetic. I'm not even gonna lie. This is just very pathetic. Like you're just starting a full-on war with people. Like, I get it with Savage and Roxy. You can make the case. But the fact that you're still gonna bring up, like, I'm not gonna pay them. It's almost sound like she's even gonna straight up say, like, I'm not gonna pay Vixie because you're taking their side. You're hurting me too. It's like, well, first off, you went onto her stream and you demanded her to not talk about the situation. And she kind of had a right to, because it was her own channel. It was on your own show, on your own stream, which you should have done, where you could have gotten much more sympathy, but you didn't. And I feel like you're holding much more of a grudge towards her. Now, apparently, he's trying to throw shades of, oh, yeah, Vixie, Roxy doesn't like you and she hates you. And it's like, okay, in what way? I really doubt that even if Roxy is lying, we would have seen some type of sign or something out there that would indicate. Because I don't see Roxy hating somebody just for what reason. Like there gotta be an exact reason. And if you're just throwing stuff out there to cause confusion and make the fog of war much more intense, then like you're not doing a really good job. I'm sorry, but you're not doing a job. And apparently there was a comment somewhere about here, if I remember to even like post it or even send it to myself, about how it's okay, Becky, it's not your fault, you don't need to take responsibility, or something about it. And I looked at that, I'm like, Becky Sims are just, I think it was from a guy named Becky Roleplay. Watch him comment now. Like, what do you mean she can't take accountability? She should take accountability. Like, what? What?
I'll get everything ordered. All right. There's also a bunch of stuff I owe you guys, so I have not forgotten. Oh, yeah, she just went and lied to everybody that she's managing a show for Keem. Oh, she would never work for him again, but there she is on the stage. Did Keem pay you for that, Roxy? Which story is it? Are you broke or have you been paid? Because all you ever do is complain about how poor you are while offering to buy the friendship of everybody around you. So which one is it? Definitely by next week. Here's a list of things that I owe you guys that I have not forgotten. I was just very distracted by everything happening around me. I still owe you guys. Exactly. Thank you, Becky Rapoli, saying I don't think Becky has to take any accountability for going back to Keem. So what? She said she would never go back and she did. Who cares? Exactly. And I understand people who might question me after that, but it's exactly as I promised everybody. I was making the best decision I could for the most people. I never backstabbed everybody or anybody. Excuse me. I offered to take everybody with me. My mind jumped ahead to saying that. The P2 Pro gave $5 to say, I love you so much, Becky. I sent.
Yeah, so good thing I've kind of remember the exact area. I believe it was around, if people want to know the exact timestamp, it's around 35 to 38 at the exact area. I mean, first up, yes, you should take accountability. I don't understand you saying that. That makes it even worse. It's just brain dead, and I will always say that Becky fans are kind of brain dead most of the time, if not all the time. That you're saying that she shouldn't take accountability. She literally backstabbed everybody. Then she's trying to peddle it, but whether or not you want to believe it, she's like, well, I was trying to bring everybody over. Even though after you said a number of times that you were never going to go back, that you were never going to work with them, that you would like, really? After all the, so it's no one believes, like, come on, like, are people this brain dead enough to say that? And then only for her to keep backing it up. So it's just ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous mess of, are you not self-aware? I kind of understand. I fully understand why Keemstar says don't always listen to your chat. In moments like this, proves him right.
Call Keem. Just so you guys see.
Becky?
Yes, you're on air right now.
I figured. Don't do this.
Don't do what?
About them not getting paid. It's going to haunt you forever. It's going to you up forever. It's like the worst move you could possibly do.
Maybe, believe me, I agree. I'm always one to not only pay, but pay extra so things end well. But not with what they did. Not when it was done with fraud. I talked to a lawyer about it.
Okay, it's not done with fraud. All right. First of all, I talked to Roxy. The first time I really started talking to Roxy was after you fired her. So it's not true. And if you
That's not true. That's not true. She told me about a time before when you were trying to poach her.
What did I say? What was the conversation?
I don't remember exactly. It was after you offered to buy out the BBU, and then an hour later you reached out to her after I said no.
Maybe I have a conversation that I'm not thinking of, but it's not how you described it online. I seen the clip because Rastov just sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying her because it's based on fraud. Just listen to me just this one time, Becky. Don't do this.
How did it work? How did it work for me the last time I listened to you, Keem?
Okay, but you me first. So
No, I did. First of all, you wish. Second of all, no, I didn't. I just competed. It's capitalism.
No, you built the whole BBU based on a lie. You got Roxy to quit based on a lie.
No, actually, that's the most suspicious part. I never wanted her to quit, and it's extremely sus that she quit the exact same day that I did out of nowhere.
Becky, it's not some conspiracy. I swear on I don't know what you want me to swear on, but I swear on anything I love. Like, it's not true. And if you don't pay her and Savage.
Savage was literally in on it with you. I have screenshots of the group chat where you were drunk, in case you don't remember. She was laughing in the group chat with you and Mike, talking about, this would have been good for the Frenemies show and whatever else. She was laughing at me that night. She was in on it.
After she turned down our deal and you betrayed her.
I did not betray her. I never did. And she was still employed with me at that point. She had colluded with you both.
Becky, no, it's not true. If it was, she would just say it. Roxy would just...
Are you telling me that I didn't see screenshots with my own eyes? Because you were very drunk that night, but I was not. I was stone cold sober.
You did see screenshots with your own eyes or whatever, but like the conversation with Savage where she was like picking on you was after you betrayed her and came to the LCU.
Never betrayed her. Never betrayed her. I don't know what she told you, Keem. I had a whole ass conversation with her before I went over there. And she asked for a day off for her mental health.
Can I talk to your fans for a second?
No, because that's all you want to do. And I'm not going to let you poison their minds any further.
Okay, well then I'll just say this to you. Don't do this. You're going to be ruined over this.
If they disagree with me, they can take me to court and I could show the screenshots and everything I have for my case. I will think about it. But why is it that you have to come to me, Keem? Why? Because you want to make content out of this? Why isn't Roxy coming to me? Why isn't Savage?
It's not about content. I can't see you make something that's so dumb. This is such a dumb move.
It's not dumb.
Whatever actually happens, right? You need to have a strong fan base and a strong network and all this stuff, and you're not going to be able to do that by not paying people, dude.
I'm paying people. Guess who got a big part of the bonus that $2,500 that you gave to me? Thick Gemini got it. Vixie is still getting paid. Everyone else is still getting paid.
I know, but you're going to need new people to come and bring into the BBU, and you're not going to be able to do that if they don't trust they're not going to get paid.
I will do it just fine because I will make sure they get paid. I don't care if I have to cash them out daily. I'll make sure they get paid. The difference is I am never going to work with anybody who is associated with the LCU again. I've learned my lesson.
Okay, well, Becky, I just want to tell you a story. Tommy C., he was planning to leave the whole time, and guess what? Still paid him for the whole month. You know what happened with the Thorpes? I paid her.
You took money out of my paycheck to pay Grace when she only did 3 episodes. But did I get a severance?
She did. Okay, because Grace went all the way to Mike's house, did the promo, and
should have come out of your part of the money, not mine. Should have come out of your part of the money, not mine. And you know what else? I also got over without getting a severance package. You just backstabbed the out of me. Why would I listen to you as if you're some brother or fatherly figure? Next time, don't backstab me and maybe I'll listen.
Okay, but I can't see you make this move, dude. This is going to be the end of anything that you're trying to do if you make this move.
Good, that should make you happy. Oh no, except you'd rather not have me dead. You'd rather just...
I'm not trying to destroy you, Becky. I'm not.
Cool.
I don't care how much you think that's true. It's not true. I don't want to see you destroyed. I'd like to see you be successful. This move is a bad move.
Okay, well, thank you for your opinion. Is there anything else?
Whatever. It's a bad move, Becky. It's so dumb.
You know what's also a really bad move is lying to somebody that you're going to do a show with them and then backstabbing them in front of thousands of people. We still
might do a show, but how
says who?
You have no fan base.
Says who? I'm not doing a show with you. On what planet?
Oh, whatever. If you had an opportunity to do a show with me, you would, because you know it'd be like huge.
I have an opportunity right now. You've been asking me, and I have repeatedly said no.
Yeah, okay. Well, but you would want to do that show. I don't believe you. But here's the thing. You're going to need an audience. You're going to need a fan base. And you're going to need to bring something to the table. And you're not going to do that if you don't pay these people that work for you, because you're going to ruin your rep forever. And no one's going to work with you and collaborate with you and help you to get up to a level to bring something to the table for a frenemy show.
So they fraudulently induced me into a contract with them by concealing their ongoing relationship with you. That is fraud. That is actual fraud. And I'm willing to argue it in court, and I have proof of it. That is fraud. I talked to a lawyer, Keem. You're not the only person who has lawyers.
Okay, but I actually lived it, and I know me and Roxy weren't planning, okay, go over to the Becky Boop channel. I know that's the, like, factually, like.
Okay, cool. Maybe you can come to court and testify on her behalf.
Okay, that's great. And in the meantime, when you're going through court and you're getting sued or you're suing her, or whatever the case may be is, you're not building up your fan base and everyone's calling you a scammer. It's not a good idea.
Not a scammer. They are the scammers. Don't gaslight and turn this around. I appreciate your advice. If there's nothing else, I'll let you go and get back to my stream.
Fine. You're making a really bad move here.
Yeah, you made a really bad move when you tried to have your cake and eat it too and backstab me. Sorry.
You backstabbed me first.
No, I didn't.
Telling half the story.
No, I didn't. And I'm not telling half the story. I never did anything that wasn't completely above board with you. The entire time I was with you, I was loyal to you.
Telling this audience chapter 2. Tell them about chapter 1.
They saw it for themselves, Keem.
It's paid. They get paid.
Yeah, so do my people. When they don't fraudulently induce me.
They're dumb as shit. Unless you want dumb mods.
No, my mods aren't dumb. They just don't agree with your storyline.
Now too. So we're not paying former employees, and we're gonna have dumb mods. Great move, Becky.
Yeah, I'm glad you think everything I do is dumb when I'm the only one who ever made you money. Enjoy working with the losers. Remember how you told me, Keem, stop working with the losers, come work with the millionaires? How about you try to work with the actual talent and get rid of the shit? And if you call me again, it needs to be with apology and a damn good offer of how you're going to make things up to me. Flowers would be a nice start.
I'm saying.
I'm thinking about it.
Think about what I'm saying.
I'm thinking about it. Believe me, I know. Do you think I didn't think for the past week I wasn't online? Do you think that this is an impulsive decision? Or do you think that maybe you even had something to do with it by having Roxy on your show yesterday? Wow, you for over. And by the way, why don't you pay Roxy her last paycheck, Keem?
Yes, I'm sure everyone's going to believe that I Roxy out of not getting her payment from the BBU. I'm sure that one's going to sell, Becky.
Well, it's true, but you also out of your last payment because, you got her a computer that she never had to pay.
Agreed with me. Roxy agreed with me. Everybody agrees with me that she should have to pay for the computer.
Funny how she agrees with you. Yeah. She certainly didn't agree with you when she was talking to me, but the one person who actually was going to be nice to her and pay her, she was trying to bend me over backwards. Fat.
Becky, just listen to me.
I already heard it.
Let me say it one more time. This is a dumb move. Don't do this. It's a dumb move.
Thank you. Noted. I've heard your concern.
All right. Do what you want, though. Have fun.
Bye.
Deeply apologize if that was a very long clip, but I think I wanted to show that whole conversation between Becky and Keemstar because I thought it was very important for what's to come. For some reason, I thought Becky, a whole stick that she was in, were going to talk to Keemstar, but I guess that's not the case. Backstabbing, let's be fair, if you ever worked in any form of YouTube or online creativity or whatever, you're going to get backstabbed. Now, as somebody who says you worked in some type of middle management, like an Apple or something, she should know that backstabbing is a sort of common occurrence in those fields. So there's that. Also, I don't, again, as I said, she's not going to win the court case. I just don't see her winning the court case. And I said, and when you're messing with people's money, people act very, very erratic. If you're not going to pay them, then expect them to give you what you deserve for not paying them. People hold grudges for a long time. You can say that I'm going to take something from Radio 4Man. It's within human nature to not forgive. And these people are not going to forgive. You think Savage is going to forgive you? Now, we will be getting into the whole Savage stuff, but it's just kind of crazy just how much Keemstar is attempting. What do you like Keemstar now? I'll let you. That's up to you. That's up to you. But at least he's trying to, don't do this because this is going to ruin your reputation. No matter how much you try to make it doesn't matter. People do not care because they just say, she didn't pay her employee. Doesn't matter. You can say, they fraud me, and people are going to be like, but in what way? Just pay them. It doesn't matter. And I like how she's still holding a grudge about her not getting money. Does he probably? It doesn't matter. You probably could have made that money back. You probably did make the money back that you lost originally from Grace, right? And it wasn't really technically. It wasn't even your money as well. It was also Michael money. It was also Link's money. It was also Tina's money. So it wasn't simply just you. You get like moments like these just show how much her real self is coming out. And if none of this shows you who Becky is at the heart of it all, then there's no way of saving you. You're just down for the Becky sauce, and that's what you want to go down. Go with it. And I guess in a way, this can also, I guess this also proves the whole thing that from what Ava said, that Becky and Keem are still talking. So hey, I guess for Ava, there you go. That's your W for the day. It's just kind of crazy how all this is happening, and I'm just here like, just pay your employees, just pay your employees. Just and her trying to gaslight everybody. Well, I didn't get backstabbed. Well, I didn't backstab them. They backstabbed. Like you kind of did. And if you really show the DM, show us the DM, show us the date. It's like you're talking about all of this, but you're not. It's like maybe what you're saying doesn't hold any ground. It's just ridiculous. But let's get into Savage.
She got me up. Becky, don't you know the 3 things you ain't supposed to f around with is family, food, and somebody's damn money? You know you messed up for this shit. And you gon' girl, if you think that you're gonna string me along for the next 30 days until September 1st and try to play these little mind games with me, no, I don't play them. No, I ain't down for that. You gonna give me my money, bitch. You actually told, we got a super chat. Hold on. Threads of Grace. Thank you for the $9.99. Says, Becky, it's live right now talking crap, saying she's not going to pay y'all off. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, yes, she is, because there's verbal agreements made in front of a camera with her freaking face saying it. Oh, Savage, even if you need it early, I'll give it to you. Well, I need it early, bitch. I need it now. I need it now, whore. She forgets what she said to some damn body with witnesses. She's a fool. You need to lick your wounds and go on about your business, whore, but you gonna pay me this money. I'm got my daggone.
So, yeah. And I agree with Savage. Say what you must about Savage. Say what you have to say. I agree with Savage. I agree. And I can understand why a lot of people like and respect Savage for any amount of reasons. Yeah, you don't mess with people's money, you don't mess with people's food, and you don't mess with people's family. Those are the big 3 things. And that's just the truth, right? That's just 100% true. I know that. I've experienced it, right? I have experienced people mess with other people's money, and I am made this very clear with anybody I spoke to, anybody who's a business owner, anything. You don't mess with people's money. You don't wreck their money. You don't touch their money, right? That money that person worked and earned for, you don't mess with it. You just simply don't. And that's an important key rule. Don't mess with people's money, family, or food. And whether you like Savage or not, she's right. When somebody's right, there's somebody who's right. And if Becky's going to go to court over this, she's not gonna win. No lawyer is gonna tell you, withhold payment to your ex-employee. You do realize companies have been sued to the ground over that, right? You do realize that people have lost their lives because of withholding of payment. I don't understand the erratic behavior, but I think what it is that she's drumming this up for drama so people will go to her channel because she has nothing left right now. There's nobody left. There's no Savage, there's no Roxy. It's all And I'm not trying to throw strays at Dick Gemini. Really not. But like, who's there right now? iVixie's gone, right? Hopefully, when this video comes out, it'll be right before the iVixie interview with Roxy. So there's that, right?
Let's do the rest.
Ongoing relationship with you. That is fraud. That is actual fraud.
No,
and
it's
I'm willing
not.
to argue it in court, and I have proof of it. That is fraud. I talked to a lawyer, Keem. You're not the only person who has lawyers.
Fraud
Okay, but I
because you're
actually lived
cat
it.
like. It makes no. Wait a minute. Hold on. Bitch, I will. Where are my DMs? Because I'm about to show them to everybody. Keem, don't get mad. There ain't nothing in here really anyway. Let's see. When was that? F6. When did this happen? There you go. Yep, that's when she was suicide baiting me. That's when I sent him the DM. Played all of her DMs. I sent him that. Sure did. Where is that where she went? Hmm. 6'5". Oh, this one he's trying to get me back. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I can pull them up on my phone better. That was like the latest shit. Where is that group? Right there. I didn't show this. Payment submitted. I didn't know it went through, but I sent it back. What? I don't understand what she's so mad about.
Because Keemstar embarrassed her in front of thousands of people and fired her stupid ass.
They're right there. Look.
She's jealous of you. Yep. Because you and Keem are friends. How do I put this? You don't hate each other. You can't be friends with somebody like Becky. That's why she's sitting over by herself smelling like cat piss and bald-headed and bug-eyed.
You don't sit there and jip your people out that worked. Here we go. Okay, Michael was sending me like shit like that. Okay. Payment submitted. Now, this is where Becky is. She's in this group, y'all. She is in this group. Keemstar, Kid behind the camera, and me and her. And this is when he said payment submitted. I didn't know it went through, but I sent it back. And there you go. There's that. He says, thank you. We may never, ever work together, but you're my homie. Don't forget that. I gave him a thumbs up. Massive win. Congrats. And this is when we were on Gemini's right here. Remember that last week?
Member. Peg Marmalade celebrates 1 month of membership. Harvard Extension School should sue her too for saying that's where she learned to do
Thank you,
business.
Peg Marmalade, for being a member for 1 month. Thank you so much. All right, and this is where we were on Gemini's that night, and she kept booting me and wouldn't let me speak. Remember that, y'all, last weekend? And Keemstar said she reported us muting us, LMFA. I said, they blocked me. Gemini blocked my ass. I said, I think we'd be better off friends than boss and employee, you mean ass. And I gave him a thumbs up. And then I missed. This is where he was calling, but called the wrong chat. Because he said that on rewind. There it is right there. I said, you drunkard, LOL. He says, yep. And then Becky, she tried to say her cat did this shit right here. Her cat. And then he says, having a stroke. And then she says, it was Zoe. I trusted you, protect me. I'm blocking you everywhere. Blah, blah, blah. See, I'm not even saying nothing else in here. That was the last thing I said right there at him. You drunkard, LOL. And then that's all that's been said. Look at there. And then he asked me to witness in court. Remember when I said employee less? That bullshit. He's already said that shit, where she needs to pay him back his money. See what I'm saying? You're lying, Becky. You're lying.
Yeah. It's dude all the way around, bro.
You're freaking lying, dude. That's a whole lie. You told your audience a bunch of lies tonight. Talking about I'm in the damn group messages, laughing it up at your ass. No, I wasn't. I was laughing at his ass because he called the group chat because he was lit that night. And I'm like, you drunkard, LOL. And then I went to bed and I don't know what they did.
So, wait a minute. Sorry for that. Apologies. Yeah. I don't. If that shows anything about where Becky mindset it, I don't know. Again, you don't have to trust Savage, but the fact that Savage was willing to show her DMs and everything kind of says a lot more about her. Where Becky could have the opportunity to show the DM, even if she was lying, she could have easily crafted a story around where she was a victim, but she didn't. It's like people. Do people here not know how to craft stories? Maybe I'm the crazy one. But it's like really, dude, really, Becky. It's and we don't even get it. We're not even done yet, because we still have Keem and Kid behind the camera might come in, which is funny because he says he's blocking everybody, yet you still picked up a call from Keemstar. So another one in the list of lies.
To you, some way. Look at me. I don't know.
Bitch, you need a restraining
Weird to me. Yeah.
I can't.
Tell me this.
I'm so lost.
Keem, how is she
It's
not
weird.
gonna,
Not look. You
How
do what
is-
you want to do, Keem, but I'm telling you.
how is she not gonna pay me for laughing at shit that happened on Gemini shit? That's her reason, because I was laughing and called you a drunkard and say she muted us and shit. I just showed our DMs on the whole group. I said I didn't even say anything but laughing at you that night because we were trolling her ass. She thinks I was all in cahoots. Can you tell these I was not in cahoots with all this plan? I didn't even know.
I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. We didn't want Savage involved in any of these talks that we were having with Becky. Becky is the one that insisted Savage must be a part of it.
Wow.
100%, and not to
Hey,
mention,
Michael.
we knew Savage would send the money back. We knew Savage is a G. We know
So
that.
99 super chat and $11.
And by the way, Savage,
Did you
Becky told us privately
You did her
that
dirty email
there was a
out.
mix up with the bank accounts, and money
She
got
told
sent
me
to
that.
the wrong bank account or some shit. And we knew. Me and Kim were like, she ain't paying them. We know it now.
No, here's the thing. Me and Mike started doing the math, right? On the date that she said there was a mix up with the bank accounts.
Yeah, it was before.
It was before you get paid by YouTube. Like, me and Mike have been YouTubers for 15, 20 years. Like, we know this shit inside and out. So when she was feeding us a line that the money went to the wrong bank account, we're like, that don't make sense. YouTube hasn't paid yet. So there's no way it could have went to.
Not only was it before YouTube paid, but it was before YouTube tallies up the total. They give you till the 15th to change it over. It was before that.
Yeah, she told me that bullshit. Look at this right here. I went today and figured up all the ones I was involved with. This was our agreement. When me and Roxy did the late night with Roxy, it was a 3-way split, 33% equally all the way through, right? So today I went through and I got all of those, right? Where me and Roxy did, and I divided it by 3, calculated that. And then when Roxy left, it was just me and her, right? And that was supposed to be 50-50. I got those totals, and this was just
$20.
Thank you, Gamers Asylum, and it was just a few episodes, right?
Mike for coming in and doing the right
But that would be 50-50. I added all of that up, and that's just super chats. She owes me $2,000. That's not counting the memberships that was got on those streams as well. So she might owe me more, but I'm just give me my $2,000 and I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying?
You're never getting it. Never.
I should. I
Get
don't.
that money. You want to bet she's going to get that money one way or the other? She's going to get it. She don't.
I hope she does. I do hope.
She's going to get it.
And I think we can end it from there. I think we can end this whole video from there. I personally think that she's making a dumb move, and I think anybody can see that. But also, if this is just a way to get content, then it's just a way to get content. Then you could have done this way better rather than sparking a full-on war with everybody. And if that's her whole point, but I can't remember who said it. I think it was somebody in Ruby's Discord. If you know who you are, you know who you are. I'm sorry if I can't remember your name. Maybe with Mystery Man, maybe with Gamer Asylum, who said like, yeah, you know, just gonna rather just go to war and not take accountability. And yeah, even I knew she was gonna mess it up, only to spark this even more. If she is going to court or she's gonna backtrack what she's saying, if she backtracks now, she would at least save face before whatever happens in the whole Roxy interview with iVixie. If she doesn't, well, damn, it's not gonna look good. All of it is not gonna look good. All of it is just one. It's all gonna turn into a blood mess. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Next time, God bless.